Okay. We can get started in 3, 2, 1. What is up, all my geeks and gamers? TechGeek1019 here, coming at you with another Forge modding tutorial. Today, I'm going to be doing the very popular requested mob tutorial. That's right, guys. I'm finally doing a tutorial on how to create a custom mob. So let's jump right into it. The first thing we're going to do is let's actually create a new package here. And we're gonna call it com.sapphire.mob. Let's just call it that. And all our mob stuff is just gonna go in here. So we're gonna create a new class, and it's going to be called Entity Sapphire. We're gonna hit finish. In here, this is going to not extend anything, but it's going to be like our registry classes. So it's going to start off with public static void main registry. Okay, and we're going to go like that and that, and we're going to have register entity like that, and put that. Okay, outside of that, we're going to have public static register entity, of course, and there you go. So this is our basic setup. Before we do that, however, what happened? Register and register. What's the matter? Change to constructor. What? Oh, sorry, it's public static void. There we go. Outside of that, we're going to have another public static void, and it's going to be create entity. In here, we're going to have the class entity class string entity name int solid color and int spot color. Those will all explain themselves soon enough. So we're gonna start off with int random ID equals entity registry dot find global unique entity ID, and that's what we're gonna have there. Under that, we're gonna have entity registry dot register global entity ID, and this is going to be entity class, entity name, and random ID, and that's that. And then we're gonna have another entity registry dot, I spelled it wrong, registry dot register mod entity, and this is going to be entity class, entity name, random ID. Mod is going to be, did we already do this? Hold on. Yes, we did. We already had our mod instance here. Main registry dot mod instance. Why do you need to do that? Why can't you just import? Hello, bruh. Just import. Let's see. Why can't you just frickin' import it? I don't know why it's not importing it by itself. I'll force it to import. It's going to be this. Package, boop. We're gonna go import dot main registry. That's how we're gonna import it. Now it has it. Okay. Tracking range. Basically, tracking range is if you so if it's an animal, if you have food, this is how far in blocks it can be to where it recognizes that you have the food. And if it's a monster or hostile mob, this is how far it will be able to see you and start following you. So let's just do 64. Update frequency. Update frequency. I think that's the number of ticks that it moves, so we'll put 1, and sends velocity updates, we're going to put true so that it moves. Now we're going to do entity registry dot add spawn, and it's going to be entity class. The probability that it spawns, let's do 2. Minimum of a group can be 0, maximum can be 1. Type of creature, we'll do enum creature type dot creature, and the biomes will be biome gen base dot, let's see, we could do actually we could do an array, get biome gen array, and we could do biome gen base dot, it can spawn in birch forest, it can spawn in regular forest, there you go, and we'll do that. What's the matter? Oh wait, biome gen array, I feel like I've done that before, let me check. Maybe something in the main registry? Maybe not. Let's just do 1. Whatever, I don't feel like dealing with it right now. We'll make it spawn in the forest. Let's do that. Okay. And the final thing we're going to do right here is we're going to create egg, and this is going to be the spawn egg. And this is going to be the random ID, and solid color, and spot color. And that's how that's going to go there. Outside of that, we're going to have private static void create egg with the integer random ID, solid color, and spot color. If you don't want a random ID, you could just put, I think you could just put int ID, or even with, like, random ID. Basically, random ID is just going to make sure it doesn't, match up with any other creature's IDs, because there's a bunch. So whatever. Create egg, spot color, good, okay. Oh, I forgot to put int, and int. Why did that go down there? Don't know. Okay. Inside of here, we are going to put entity list dot entity eggs dot put integer dot value of random ID. This is getting the ID. And then new entity list. This is the new egg. Dot entity egg info random ID solid color spot color and semicolon. And there we go. Now let's get to the part of actually registering our mob. So we're gonna do create entity, and we're going to do entity sapphire mob dot class. We don't have one yet. We're gonna call it sapphire mob, and the colors. So we're going to go to a great website here called color picker, colorpicker.com, and let's find some good colors for our egg. So our ores are kind of a bluish, so let's do a blue background. Well, we're gonna copy that, and paste it in here. And we're gonna put 0x and then the number. And then we'll do, I guess we could do like pink spots. So let's go to pink, and we'll do like a pinkish purple, so like that one. And there we go, and 0x. And basically that's just the excuse for the percent for the HTML colors. So now we will create entity Sapphire Mob in there. Yes, good. And if we go into here, just to make sure it works, we're going to make it extend entity mob for now. And we're going to import it. And we're going to create the constructor just so that it's there. Let's open this up. Let's open up our Minecraft real quick. Okay, it's all loaded up. Let's just go into a world that we already had. And we go to miscellaneous. We should have our egg. Do we not? We don't have our... Oh, I know why we don't have our egg. We don't have our egg because we didn't go into here. And we didn't do entity Sapphire. Not that. Dot main registry. There we go. Now we can open it up. I just double clicked for no reason. Good job. Yep, so it's gonna open too, of course. Okay. Guard 1. Yep, there you go. Go into here. Go into miscellaneous. We will have our new egg spawn entity dot sapphire mob dot name. And if we go like this, boom, you'll see a white box that does nothing. Even if we punch it, it just jumps up and down because it has no AI. So, I want to take out these boots. Hold up. Alright, there we go. Punch. Nothing. Punch does nothing. Alright. And that is why we have our mob class here. So, rather than being in rather than it being an entity mob, we can make it an entity animal. So let's make our thing a little animal. Okay? And we can let it create the constructor for us. And that's going to be world, and we're just going to put par 1 world. Good. And super par 1 world. And we can delete that. And that's good. Okay. Inside of here is where we're going to have it, it set its size and what it does. This is where we're going to set its AI. So first we're going to set its size. We're going to do this dot set size. Now I can't remember. I think it goes height width. Whatever, we'll figure it out. And it's gonna be a float, so we'll make it, by the way, I think 1 float is a full block, so this is in meters, so we can make it like 0.7 meters tall, and then let's make it 4 meters wide? Sure. Sounds good to me. What do you want? Entity ageable. Oh yes, we will do that in a second. Just get rid of that error. Okay, so we set its size, and now we're gonna set tasks, and we're gonna add a task, and this is going to be number 0 because it's the first one, and we're gonna do new entity AI wander, and it's going to have this. And now it's going to have a double. I think that's what it is. What's a D? I can't remember. But anyway, this is going to be how fast it travels. Like when it's just walking around. So I have to think. I think 1 is I think it's like blocks per blocks per second, maybe? I don't know. A good speed, let's just do 0.5. Let's just do that. That's a good speed. I've never had a problem with that. We'll import entity AI wander. Now it has the ability to walk. Let's put another task in here. And this next task is going to be 1. And it's going to be new entity AI panic. And basically, what this is going to be is it's going to be the speed that it travels when you punch it. So, like, when you punch it, usually a pig starts running. I think I could check what everything else is. Entity animal. Is there anything here about... Yeah, no. If I changed it to entity pig, I think that's a thing. Entity pig? No? Yeah. If I did this instead. Ah, entity pig is a thing. Let's look into this. Entity pig. It's a 0.9 by 0.9 animal. So it's the same height as it is wide. Even though... whatever. That's the hitbox. But basically size is just the hitbox. So it avoids water. But it can swim. Panic, it goes to 1.25. What is it? What's regular? It moves at 0.25. And it runs at 1.25. So when it's in a panic, it goes 1.25. So a good speed, we could do when it panics. Let's do 2. Let's just do 2. So now we gotta import entity AI panic. Let's see. We could do... Let's do this. This dot tasks... Oops. This dot tasks dot add task to new entity AI tempt. And what this is going to have is this is going to be when you have something in your hand, what is the item that it follows? And this next parameter is how fast it walks when you have the item in your hand. So we'll make it walk a little faster, and it's going to follow, let's do items dot, let's make it follow steak. Steak is always good. Oh, nope, that's wrong. Meat, melon, oh wait, yeah, beef. Let's do beef. I think that's raw beef. Is it? No, that might be cooked. And then, the boolean at the end. What does that mean? Ugh, my dogs are being annoying. Don't mind them. I can't remember what that is. Entity AI tempt. Let's see what it is. I cannot find what that means. But I think most animals have it false. So I'll just put it false for now. So that's good. So now that's enough tasks for now. We're gonna have a public boolean, and it's gonna be is AI enabled, and this is going to return true. So it follows a certain AI. Good. Next, before we get into entity AI ageable, we're gonna go protected, void, apply entity attributes. And this is some of the attributes, so it's gonna super apply entity attributes, and we're gonna have this dot get entity attribute, shared monster attribute attributes dot max health. This is gonna be the max health it is, and we're gonna dot set base value. What's normal? 16? 16. I think it's 16 half hearts. We'll do 16 because a pig is 16, which means it has 8 hearts, 8 total hearts. And now we're gonna have this dot get entity attribute shared monster attributes dot movement speed dot set base value, and we're just gonna make it the same thing that we had up there. There we go. Okay. And then the last thing we're gonna have is entity ageable, and this is if it can create a child, and it's gonna return a new entity sapphire mob world object. What's the matter? Oh, yes, there we go. Now, there we go. So now we have our AI here. Let's just do this. Load it up. Okay, so look, there's a thing. Oh, it must be with height. Yeah, it's with height, not height width. Sorry. But here we go. There's our little guy. Oh, there's the piggy. See, watch. The pig runs faster when you punch him. This guy, run. He doesn't really have very fast, but he does run, and he runs away from me too. Let's see if he actually... Yeah, there... walk. Walk. Go. Walk. He walks very slow, as you can see. He should walk a little faster than a pig, though. It's just that he's small, that's all. He doesn't walk very far because he's small. But it does work. He runs away. So that's good. This episode's getting a little long here. So I'm going to make this the first part of 2. In the next part, I'm going to show you guys how to create a custom model, which is what your entity looks like, and how to make it render in the game. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped. If it did, hit that like button. I'd love to see all your support. We are almost at 500 subscribers. So we're almost to half of 1,000, which is crazy. You know, I never even thought that we would get to 100 subscribers, no matter 500. It's just insane. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support up to this point, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.